Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is OctoMan from OctoManGames.com, and this is going to be part 2 of my video diary about how I gonna go create Metroid or a Metroid hybrid game. The game is going to be about some kind of a jump and run scenario in which you, the player, have to probably shoot some things here and there, find out maybe some riddles and so on and so forth. I already explained most of the content in the last video already about this topic. So basically how I started to plan with rooms, how I did set it up already, and how I go from here. So the next thing I just now had to notice is who is going to be who, so which room is which. And since I wanted to have a system which I can, or with which I can blend in several certain rooms whenever I don't need them, I want to disable them. When I need them, I'm gonna go and enable them. For that, I created several different structures over here inside Unity, so let's take a look pretty quick. So in here, I just created some kind of collision boxes, as you can see, which are literally representing where the rooms are going to be. So in the last video, I showed where these rooms are going to be. For example, I have some worlds created. For example, if I drag in any world in my basic game world, world 1, then these are going to fill this area. So this is one of the areas I just started to create some platforms inside, nothing fancy overall. And once I go and go through this door, for example, I can jump against walls and stuff like that. And also I am able to, when I don't need this room, for example, if I leave this yellow or orange box over here, which is just a simple collider, if I leave that collider area, I am allowed to disable this room because I don't need it. I'm not inside this actual box or not even close to that box. So I don't need to preload this particular level or level, let's say room or something similar. So each of them rooms, as planned before, are going to have such a collider. So they do have some overlaps here and there. So whenever I hop for example, onto this little ledge or platform over here, then the next room, which is the next one to the left, is going to be loaded. Once I get out of that area over here, I don't need this room anymore, I unload it. So that way I try to save some memory here and there. And by the way, same to the bottom room. So the first room over here is going to be loaded automatically. So that means if a world's piece or like a room, or call it whatever you want, has been loaded already, it doesn't load it because it probably doesn't need it, but it will unload it if it is not needed anymore. For example, if I leave this area, we are going to explore all that stuff inside or in a minute. Also, I started to work on a shooting mechanic, which I'm going to show in a moment as well. The 3D look around is still available, and also I implemented room transition, so I can literally shoot open a door. I can go into the next room, I can do wall jumps, can find several different pieces and so on and so forth, which are giving me more options over here. So I get rid of this world because it's going to be loaded in a moment, literally automatically. I just can go and remove the scene from my global scene over here. And in my global scene, I have several different cameras which are going, or virtual cameras, which are doing like screen capping and keeping them inside rooms. Literally, I haven't optimized them all over here, but let's take a look how the game currently looks like. So when we go into, or when I do go in a maximize on play over here, or play maximized, this is going to go and show us the first room. It's automatically loading it. And as you can see, I have done some basic modeling over here. So basically I have a rather dark room. I have some floor pieces here in the bottom, as well as I created some emissive lights at the top over there. So I have implemented the universal render pipeline, so I can actually use blooming and stuff like that. I created this little cone shader over here, which is going to give me the effect of well, just a simple shine, basically. So this is just literally just a 3D model, which is going to give me the option or the possibility to shape the actual shine from the top. So basically, it doesn't really make light. Also, there are some lights over here inside these pieces, so I get lit from the top. So there are some spotlights in this whole scene. Also, what you can see is when I go into the right side over here, we can see on the right side there's the next room already been loaded once I reach a certain distance or I hit the certain collider. This level is going to be loaded asynchronously. So when I hit pause over here, we can see this room here has been loaded automatically. The other ones are not. And so it does happen to all the other rooms as well. Also, I optimized the wall jump a bit, so it's easier now to do such a wall jump over there. So beforehand, it was rather picky or tricky to do so. Then I have this little pipe, or let's say this little cylinder, which I can use for shooting. So I created some little, not too much effect, not too heavy bullets over here. So when I hit the X on my little joypad over here, I can do some simple shots. So nothing fancy, a little bit of a muzzle effect and a bit of debris popping out as well. So, and when I want to go into the next room, well, this door currently has no, let's say, kinematic rigid body over there, or basically it's a collider. Currently, it's just a trigger collider. So what I need to do to open such a door, I need to shoot it. So I can shoot to the direction of the door. It will open, as you can see, and now I'm able to pass by. But I cannot go back, so I need to shoot basically this particular door here again, so I can go through it, and I can go and return back to the old door. If I go a bit away and then go again, shoot the door open, let's see if that works. You can see that this door is now going to be shut closed again, so I cannot re-enter. Literally, I cannot re-exit, so I have to shoot it again, reopen, and so I'm able to pass it. So, speaking of wall jump, it is rather simple right now. So basically, I can hop over rather quickly over here. I can shoot in this direction. Whenever it hits, well, a certain collider, it's going to work. The walls currently are not detecting all the bullets, so I can still shoot through multiple of them because I haven't optimized all the walls at the moment. Probably I'm going to go and do some debris whenever the wall gets hit, and maybe I create another particle effect for that so I can see what got hit. So, and basically this is what I wanted to show you in this little, upgrade video. So basically wall jumps works perfect. Double jump still works perfect. I can enter multiple rooms, just by shooting the doors. And I cannot go into the up left corner, but you can see all the rooms have not been loaded before. They're gonna get loaded on the fly. So whenever I'm close to that area where I would need that door area, then I'm allowed to enter that. This one here would be later on the actual boss room. So usually I can only enter a door when it is already or also unlocked. So I can have a lock system already in place. So basically just a boolean which tells all the doors to be locked or unlocked. And so only if I shoot it and it is unlocked, then I can open the doors and so on and so forth. So once I go close to that, we can see that all the other rooms which I currently haven't or don't like to visit over here are all not loaded. I have to be close, basically inside these overlapping, let's say, collider boxes over there, which are going to show me where or what to load and what not to load. So if you like what you see over here, feel free to thumb this video up, as well as, well, join me on my Discord channel if you want to. You can also hire me on my website. All the links are down below inside, in the description over here. And also check out my actual online courses about game design and game development in general. So if you have any questions, also feel free to, put them down below into the comments area over here. Until next time, have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this little diary over here, and I'm awaiting your feedback. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and talk to you later.